CMB. Oh my God. It's a Predator. It is a Predator. And yes, it's a 08 George Washington. Yes, they are celebrating the first president of the United States in D2, satin. Whatever. I mean, it's one way to remember it. At my age, anything helps. Anything helps. Okay. But you've got a, what are they calling this? What kind of lock? I mean, we can call it axis lock. We can call it slide lock. We can call it slide rock. We can call it whatever. Oh, God. We're not going to call it lock rock, though, because there is none. And it's a pretty solid little knife from CMB, and they've made some good knives. There's a lot of you check them out on my channel. I've done reviews on previous models that I like, and this one is intriguing. I like the design. The design flow is nice. Blade to handle length is good right there. D2 blade, and it's not that expensive, which is kind of makes marks for me. But here, check this out. Okay, CMB. You can get it in other than orange, so don't be bitching and moaning about that. I like an optic color myself. I think you got to get the rag in orange, though, so what the hell. And so you do. You get, you get the microfiber cloth, and they don't even bore you with the paperwork. You get snacks, you get everything. And look at that. That is Napa, that is pure Napa lining from the region of Egypt that makes cotton. What, I'm just kidding. What, I ain't no Mike Lindell. Okay, I'll get you my Giza sheets. Okay, here we go. And it's like, Mike, stop. Okay, mission accomplished. CMB made knives. Where was I? Whew. Okay, let's talk about the knife. To hell with the box. Whoa, 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 whoa. See? You can be like Quick Draw McGraw on this one. You ever remember Quick Draw McGraw? You're old. This baby kicks open really nice. You think I'm going to take this apart? No, because you got Omega springs both sides, and that drives me completely insane. You can watch my Omega spring adventures on some of the Benchmades I've disassembled and just pretend like it's the Predator. We've got contoured G10 scales. We have a backspacer. What? Backspacer? What's that? It's something way cool. I like it. I think it finishes the knife. And then you've got liners, and they are not nested liners, and they are not little weaklings. They are nice and thick, crazy, cool, okay? And you think these are on bearings? You think? Okay, so, yeah. It's interesting. I like the design. What do you think? This design reminds me of something other than, every other knife. No, but I mean, it's less is more. It's very simple. Its ergos are good. Maybe a little bit too much length here. Could have cut it down. Just the first finger. Now I'm going, but thank God there's flexibility in the human hand. So it's okay. It's okay. It would have been maybe if they'd have brought it up a little closer and maybe even brought this up a little instead of, I don't know where they're trying to put my hand, but it's going to be right here because I want to be up on this blade. It's not jimped up here, but you got to get up on it. Oh, by the way, piece of paper, anyone? Let's try this. Okay. Yeah, it's got a reasonably decent edge out of the box, so that's okay. Should be easy to sharpen and, strop and all that kind of stuff, being D2, semi-stainless. You've got ambidextrous thumb studs, so you can kick it open. In fact, other than, the one kind of fail on this if you think about it, it's like ambidextrous thumb studs. You're good, right? Then the lock is ambidextrous, so everything's ambidextrous except for one thing. Pocket clip. Deep carry, not bad. It works fine. Could have put flat screws in here and give yourself a little bit more room, but okay. And let me see if I can find something that, shit, of course I can't. Well, you know, at the very end where it kind of flattens out, it'd be nice if that did too, you know, instead of just poking up. But let me see. Nah, I mean, it kind of hits me in this little area, so it's not irritating, at least not for short-term cutting tasks. And this is kind of interesting, a little cut off here. I mean, this should be easy to keep from hitting anything because there's nothing to run into. When you get done with that edge, you're there. So, and this little swedge coming down here, this tip is pretty hardy, so that's good. Yeah, I mean, piercing, slicing shouldn't be bad. It's sturdy. It feels sturdy. I wonder what it weighs. Check this out. Ooh, that's 140 grams. Well, that ain't no lightweight, is it? Ooh, almost 5 ounces. Okay. 4.94. And she's what, 3.4? Hold on. 3.45 inch blade. Not quite 3.5, but really close, at close to 90 millimeters. Not quite 8 inches, just a scad under, you know, an eighth under that, and then right at 20 centimeters. So it's a little shorter, 1/4 inch plus an eighth, about 3/8 shorter than like Paramilitary 2. And it's heavier. This is 3.8 ounces. This is right at 5. So it's a chunky monkey, that's for sure. Which begs the question, you know, where's the chunkiness? It's in them liners too, though, I'll tell you that. 13.6, 13.53 inch. So that's a good handful. 0.13 at 3 point, yeah, about 3 point. So the blade stock is the same as the PM2, maybe even just a scash. A little bit maybe thinner, because I think this is more like 3.6. Nah, it's 3.5. It's really close to the same. But this is definitely thicker because the PM2 is like a 0.46. So this is 0.53. A little thicker there. But yeah, it's these liners that are really putting the weight on it. But yeah, hey, it feels substantial in the hand. Reverse grip is actually more comfortable than forward grip, of course. But yeah, I mean, I just thought, you know, for the price, and here, you know, White Mountain carries the CMB line, and $65. So what's $6.50 off? Now you're in the 50s. So, and then there's, they don't charge shipping or tax right now. So truly, what, $59 or $58.50, something like that, for this knife. So, and, you know, there's your stats, of course. But yeah, and, oh, by the way, and they have a page where I printed out at least, so you can get it all blacked out, okay? Or you can get a, you know, satin blade with a black G10. You can get orange with a black, and you can get red micarta too, by the way, if you didn't know about that. Here's red micarta with a satin. Or what's that? Stonewash, sandblast, whatever. So you can get them in different colors. So it's, yeah, it's a really good quality piece for the price, I think. I mean, as far as G10 budget knives go, it's in there with any of my G10 budget knives. Like, oh, this is one of my favorites, of course, Best Tech Swordfish. And obviously, that's one of my favorites because, did I ever clean this? I got it fairly cleaned off from the other day. I was using it, not completely cleaned off. But I mean, I like the swordfish. But really, if you look at this, I mean, they look, I mean, as far as fit and finish, contoured scales, and the build quality and everything, just as good, one to the other. So CMB, yeah, not a problem there. What's my CMB or my CJRB? Now that, yeah, the Caldera is yeah, it's good quality too. I'd say this is a little bit nicer, you know, in fit and finish than the Caldera actually. So, but Caldera is pretty crazy looking knife. So I thought I'd just show you, here's the Omega spring, that kind of thing. It's just typical to like so many other axis lock type knives here. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but down in there, yeah, we got ceramic bearings on the pivot. All right, Predator, CMB. Yeah, I like this G10 axis lock budget knife thing. It's solid. It feels good. I think it's pretty well made. Yeah, I like it. It's real fidget friendly and everything. You know, a good EDCable size. Maybe a little on the husky side, but I kind of like that, how it fills your hand and everything. So check it out on White Mountain. It's certainly priced right, and it might be just a good everyday carry user. You know what we do? We love them knives, so you guys stay sharp.